Ba-na-na-na-na-na. WTBwJandC. Episode 14.
14, man.
14. We made it.
We did it. Only a week late.
This technically should be episode 16.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we missed that 1 week early in the beginning, too.
We did. That was our bad. Well, that was my bad, but whatever. Man, it's not picking us up very well. Think it'll be fun?
I think it'll be fun.
We're experimenting.
I can always turn it up later, too.
Yeah. So we're changing the name of our channel to Technical Difficulties because it's all we seem to have on this show.
Yeah. One of the reasons why our podcast so late this week is our mic broke. It just stopped working.
No doubt. It quit being a mic and it started being a brick. So anyways, here we are.
With a brand new microphone.
$1 short. Currently in the middle of a allergic reaction to nuts.
And then right before we started, Cody accidentally ate an almond.
Dude, so almonds have no business on a sandwich, first of all. And I even checked on the order, like where it says like customized stuff, like no this, no that. Nuts wasn't even an option.
Well, yeah, because I think it's just in like the little chicken salad that they put on there.
Well, whatever.
So it's just it's not an option you can take off. You got to take off the chicken salad.
Well, it was a very itchy mistake.
Yeah.
And here we are. I just took a Benadryl, so I'm gonna live.
You gotta be more careful with your ingredients.
Dude, I checked. I gotta be more careful now, though. More careful. Let's see. Let's pile it on. My car's fixed.
Your car is fixed. That problem is fixed. Microphone problem is fixed.
Yeah, obviously. No, I finally got my car put back together after like 2 weeks, and then it started up, and I was like, yay, so I ran inside to grab my phone and my wallet. And I came back out, one of my headlights was off. Then when I came back later, my mom's like, hey, one of your taillights is out. Fuck! So.
Did you get those fixed?
Nope, not yet.
Still rolling with one headlight.
One headlight, y'all. It's not the move. My tags are also still expired.
You gotta fix that too, man.
I know, right? Good thing I only roll with hookers and drugs. I mean, what's gonna happen? What's the worst? For legal reasons, I'm joking.
There's no hookers.
There's no hookers. I'm not gonna let them in my car. Now, so the car's situation's getting fixed. I got my tags ordered online. Finally just broke down and did it because the DMV is not going to open until after the election anyways. I mean, after COVID's over.
Yeah, they won't let you in the building. I tried to do that too. To get my tags.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me in.
Yeah. Well, I tried to explain that to both cops that would have pulled me over for no tags.
Yeah.
I was like, I am trying, dude. They turned me away at the door and they're like, why? And I'm like, you tell me, man. They won't let me in the building. And he's like, all right, get it fixed as soon as you can. Fucking will do. I only found out recently I could do it online.
I didn't know you could do it online either.
Are your tags expired?
They were.
Did you do it online?
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? Can't let a dude know?
You're the one who told me you could do it online.
Oh, snap. Plot twist.
Look, I found out from you.
That's my B, man.
Because, yeah, they turned me away at the door, and I was driving on expired tags, too.
Yep. Oh.
And then you were like, well, I mean, you can do it online. I was like, you can do it online?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm getting super itchy.
I know. I can see it.
Wow. My eyebrows are itchy. It's like everywhere I got a hair follicle, it's itchy.
Yeah, live recording of Cody's allergic reaction to that almond that he ate.
Prepare to listen to anaphylactic shock.
Gonna have to start carrying EpiPens around with you.
I have one at home. I don't think it's good anymore, though. It's like, I don't know, probably 15 years old.
I'd say it's probably expired then.
Probably. They're expensive, though.
They are. They're not cheap.
They used to be like, I don't know, $10. Now they're like $800.
Are they really? I didn't know they were that expensive.
Yeah, that's several $100s for an EpiPen.
Wow.
Yeah. Good thing they only last 2 years. But it's just a weird form of insurance that some people have to carry.
Yeah,
It costs you $400 a year.
You know, your reactions aren't that bad. You just get really itchy.
I get itchy and I get
some
hives. Yeah.
But yeah, you don't have like a life-threatening reaction like other people do.
No, like my throat doesn't close up or anything.
But yeah, some people, they could literally have died from eating that sandwich. Mm. Like they'd be on their way to the ER right now.
Right now, because it happens fast.
It does.
It's so crazy. Like, in another life, I would have gone into like allergy research, because there's no like cure for allergies.
No.
But we also don't know why some people are allergic to things.
I don't know that much about allergies, so I don't really know.
I've done a little bit of research into it, and when you understand like the mechanisms, like why people have reactions and stuff.
Yeah.
Or how the reaction happens, but not why it happens. Like why certain histamines cause different reactions in different kinds of cells, and it's all way above my pay grade.
Right.
All I know is I can't have nuts, or otherwise I get itchy. That's all I need to know. Now my
Except
armpits.
for oddly peanuts.
That's true. Peanuts grow on the ground. It's a weird distinction, but it's true.
I'm saying, peanuts is like the famous nut allergy.
I know.
And peanuts are fine. It's just like all other nuts.
Peanut allergies are relatively common. But mine only seems to happen around like tree nuts, like macadamias and cashews and almonds. Hazelnuts are the worst, though. Like, I had like one little dip of Nutella and had a full-blown reaction.
Heard.
Crazy. All over my body. It was nasty. Nasty! Let's see, what else? I had news. Oh, I already told you. Never mind. I had to cancel my trip to Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
So, that's disappointing.
That is disappointing.
I was looking forward to going. I almost had
for multiple reasons, it sucks.
Yeah, for multiple reasons. But I almost had to cancel my Vegas trip, too. Because they scheduled the surgery, like, for the day after I got back. And right now, because of COVID, like, it's hard to find... Or it's hard for them to schedule operating rooms.
Yeah.
And I have to get tested 2 days prior in that facility. Like, it seems weird. I was like... So they called me this morning. And they're like, and then they informed me, like, you got to get a COVID test 2 days before your surgery. And I was like, okay. It's like, well, I'm going to be in Las Vegas 2 days before my surgery. Can I just get it there? She's like, no, it's got to be here. It's like, do they have inferior tests in Las Vegas? Like, why can't I get it in Vegas? So I had to reschedule the whole thing, which is a nightmare because I'm waiting on a cadaver tendon. And, yeah, they had one ready for August 3rd. So now my surgery's been pushed out to August 10th. Excuse me. So, but I still get to go to Vegas, and that's what the important part of that story was. I was going to be super upset. I friggin' knew it. As soon as they told me that they were going to open my knee back up.
Yeah.
I was like, it's going to ruin my Vegas trip. And they sure as shit. They scheduled it the day after I got back. It's like, you got to do all this stuff. So I got to go in tomorrow and get some tests done and get another EKG. And which is stupid because I just had one yesterday. What are you going to do?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I got a blood test, I got a MRSA test, and an EKG yesterday. And they're like, all right, well, just come on in. We'll get you all your pre-surgery procedures done. I was like, I think I just did. But apparently there's more they need, so they're going to poke me again. But with any kind of luck, a year from now, I'll have most of my function back in this leg. It'll be like this one where I can move it.
Yeah.
So, keep your fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for him, guys.
Yeah. Instead of being permanently jacked up, they're just going to put it back. So what happened, the tendon that is in there now,
yeah,
after he repaired it, it stretched out.
Yeah.
Because this was pulling on it so hard. And it just kind of ruined the tendon. So now they're just going to put a new tendon in there.
New tendon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Science is crazy.
Dude, I'm not crazy about it. Like, I'm excited to get my leg back, but, like, I can't describe to you the amount of pain that comes with these surgeries, at least that came with these two.
Yeah.
Like, that was intense. That's why I slept for, like, 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not looking forward to doing it again. Plus, I have to redo the physical therapy for this leg.
Yeah, got to restart physical therapy.
It's just not going to be a good year.
Well,
2020. The upside is that I will gain more function in this leg.
yeah, that's good. Because you get more function with the new tendon.
Well, it's not so much function. Like, because I've got, like, mobility and range minus a little bit on the top end, but it's strength. It has got no strength in it because basically the muscle is already maxed out before it gets to the end of pulling my leg up.
Yeah.
So I just can't pull it up anymore because the tendon's stretched out. So I'm sorry, that's starting to affect the way I talk now. Making my spit all sticky. You know, like when you eat peanut butter? It's like that in the back of my throat right now.
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, that's what's going on with me. I think that's it. I found that out yesterday. I wasn't terribly excited about it. But the more I think about it, I guess the better off. The happier I should be. So I'll get my leg functional again, and that part's gonna be sweet. Which means I might be able to do construction again. Which is that would be great for me, because I like construction. I have fun with it.
You like construction?
I do. Make good money. Get to be outside. These are all in my checklist.
All right.
I'm an outside boy, man. Ugh. But I will have to skip the Arkansas trip in September.
Right.
There's just no way I'm going to be able to walk or ride on a fucking plane that long.
Yeah. Both those would be
Well,
too
because
much.
this will have to be straight.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's absolutely zero ways in which I could do that comfortably. Although this time around should be better because this leg is it's getting kind of strong now where I can like catch myself if I can fall or catch myself if I fall. But lately, like the last couple of days, it's been really sore. Like really sore.
Like the muscle or the knee?
Like the fucking knee.
Oh, okay.
Right in here. It's weird. Ooh, these nuts are messing with me. My eyes are watering now. But I've been having a lot of pain in my knee lately. Excuse me. And I tried to do an exercise that I've done before in PT. I tried to do it yesterday. And like, I don't know what happened. I almost fell over. Just intense pain shot through my knee. I cried a little bit in front of everybody. It hurt, man. Bad. So they're like, we're just going to call it there today, bud. You did good. Good work. Good work today. You going to make it out of here? It's like, you sound like...
It's like, we really need you to get off the property before anything happens.
Please fall in the parking lot. Please fall in the parking lot. We don't own that. Yeah. So I'm basically just a walking liability to whoever I'm around. Not a great feeling. Oh, what's up with you, though?
I mean, not a whole lot. Still just working all the time. I did finally get episode 2 of Halo finished.
My fucking boy.
I finished it today. Like right before you got here. It was still rendering out on my computer when I moved everything in here.
Oh, okay.
To do the podcast.
That's funny. Episode 2. We got to get some more of that recorded.
We do.
I'm about
Especially
to have...
now because episode 2 is the last one we had recorded.
Oh, for sure. So...
Like this weekend, we need to try and record something.
So, yeah. I'm about to have a lot of downtime. So we can actually get a lot done.
You already have a lot of downtime.
I do have a lot of downtime. That's true. But my downtime and your downtime are at different times.
What?
Generally. Because you work opposite normal work schedule. You work third shift.
Well, yeah, but you stay up all night anyway.
Not lately. I've been trying not to. I've been going to sleep by like 2.
Yeah. Well, I mean, my free time most days is between like 6 and 10.
Between like 6 and 10. That's when I'm usually out doing stuff.
Yeah, see?
Like, I'm not even home usually during that time. But I can commit to being home. Or I'm going to have to, I guess. At least for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Because I won't be able to drive. I'll have to quit doing everything.
Well, you know, you still need to get a series to edit, too.
A series to edit?
Something that you're going to make for the channel.
All I make is jokes, man.
That's fine.
Edit some jokes. But, excuse me. I was thinking about that because I was looking at that software you sent me. It's on my other computer. Well, it's on my main computer, but I gotta plug in my gaming computer. I need one more HDMI cable.
Why?
So I can plug in both my computers to my TV.
Well, just move everything to the better computer. Just make that your main computer.
There's not enough room on that little computer. It is a 250 gig hard drive. I checked.
Yeah, just get another hard drive. Hard drives are pretty cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You can get like a 2 terabyte one for $50.
I'll look into that.
And you just put it in the computer and then format it as a storage drive.
Okay.
Just to store stuff on.
I can handle that.
Because that's what I have in my computer. I have a 250 gig SSD drive that my operating system is on.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a 2 terabyte hard drive that's just for storage.
Okay. Yeah, I could work something like that out. I'm itchy everywhere right now. I've only got 2 hands and like 500 places to scratch. I want to roll around in a bed made of sandpaper. Even my hands are itchy. What are you gonna do? Don't eat nuts.
Yeah, don't eat nuts. That'd be what you should do.
I didn't know. It said chicken pesto, not chicken death sandwich.
Well, that wouldn't be a good seller.
Oh man, you're wrong. There's Irish Death beer. There's Black Death coffee.
I don't drink either of those.
You don't like beer, and I hardly ever see you drink coffee. Are you a coffee guy?
I drink coffee some days. Not every day. I don't want to drink too much. It's a lot of caffeine.
It is a lot of caffeine. But caffeine's like the best drug ever. It started in my back. But caffeine, supposedly, according to a YouTube video I watched, is like the best addiction that humanity ever found.
I don't know about that.
It's got almost no drawbacks. Almost no drawbacks.
It has a lot of drawbacks if you drink too much of it.
Well, if you drink too much, but like a cup of coffee a day is not going to hurt you.
No, usually,
one in the morning to boost you.
Like one or 2 cups a day, you're fine. But
don't drink it before you go to bed.
You're drinking more than that, though.
Not me.
What?
What? Well, most people, I would say, probably have anywhere between 1 and 5 cups a day.
5 cups a day is too many.
My parents drink 2 pots of coffee a day.
That's too much coffee.
It's too much coffee. And then they stay up all night. Well, Mom stays up all night. And she can't figure it out. It's like, oh, yeah, I've always been like that. It's like, could it have been the gallon of coffee you drank today?
They're probably not sleeping enough. That's why they're drinking so much coffee.
Probably. Dad, for sure, is not sleeping enough. But that's been true for like 40 years.
You know, but that takes its toll, you know, over time.
Eventually, yeah. Starks are always right. Sorry for these gross noises.
Yeah, you're a gross guy.
This is going to get serious in about 20 minutes. I already know. You'll roll around in some gravel.
But yeah. But what are you thinking for the series you want to edit?
Oh, I don't know. All I know right now is the Halo and then this.
Yeah, we got Halo, this. I'm going to do the 7 Days to Die.
Oh, yeah, 7
2.
Days to Die. Give me 7 Days to Die.
We're going to work on 7 Days to Die. Do you want to do 7 Days to Die?
I'll do 7 Days to Die. Why not? I could do Way to Steam with JNC, our cooking channel. We actually will steam very
You don't have to do
low.
7 days, though. Because I know you don't particularly like the game all that much.
I don't particularly care for the game, but that's fine. Like, I watch you play
You
it.
could do like a Satisfactory game. Or a Factorio game.
I so almost bought Satisfactory like 2 days ago. Sitting in my bed looking at it, it's like, it's $30. Haven't worked in a long time. Haven't been paid in a while.
Is workers' comp not paying you?
They're trying to kick me off right now, but they are still paying me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you told me they keep calling your physical therapists and asking about you.
They call my physical therapist once a week, and they call my surgeon once a week.
Hey.
And they're like, when's he going to be ready to go back to work? And they're
Long
all
time.
like, do you know what he did? Do you know what happened to his body? It's going to be a minute, man. Calm down. Pretty much. Or that's how I would say it, but that's basically what they were telling me that they said. It's my surgeon's trying to buy some time for me. And my therapist is like, absolutely not. He is not cleared to work. What about light duty? Maybe.
There's not a lot of light duty on construction sites.
Yeah, pretty much. Not a lot of light duty on construction sites. Even in restaurants. Like, that's a lot of walking.
Yeah, even in restaurants, there's not really a light duty option.
No.
It's a lot of, like, you're going to be on your feet walking all day, the whole time you're there.
The entire time you're there. Your entire 6-hour shift. Ugh. Just thinking about that made my toes not happy. I don't know what they did, but they didn't like it. Got all tingly for a second. God, I'm so itchy. I can't take it, man. Every hair on my body is inflamed. Ugh. Anyways. I don't know. Maybe I'll look out and I won't get hives. But I am super itchy right now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep bringing that up. What were you asking me about? I'm not going back to work anytime soon.
Yeah. We were just talking about our channel and like another series that we got in the Halo series, which I finished editing episode 2, and I'm going to work on a 7 Days to Die series. But that's probably going to be the maximum that I have the time to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you were talking about that you were going to start a series.
I think you were talking about me starting a series.
Yeah. So you do something with the channel,
Excuse me. I'm not a creator, man.
You're a creator. You're here right now creating a podcast.
I'm just talking to you.
Now we're talking to a microphone.
Yeah, you created all
And
this.
all 17 people that listen to it.
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Our Spotify views and our Podbean views are not anything to be neglected.
They're not. They're good. Actually, I think we get more views on those.
We do. We get more views on Spotify than we do on YouTube.
That makes sense because it's not even a video. It's just audio.
I mean, it's literally just us talking with a picture of our emblem on the screen there. That's true. But yeah, a video series for me to edit. I could do 7. Oh, that would be no problem. And Stiff. What are we going to do in 7?
Just play the game.
Play the game. Is there an end game? Does it just keep surviving Horde Night? We could go until first death.
Well, yeah, there's not like an end to the game. You go until you're done. Basically, you just play until you're done playing.
You could try like hardcore mode.
Do like a permadeath series.
Permadeath. That sounds intimidating. Man, I haven't died yet on our other game, but I've only played once. And I came close. Actually, I did die.
Yeah, you did die.
I did.
You died on the way there.
Yeah, well, stuff. I was infected. Or I was on fire or something. I don't know. Terrible things were happening. It's because when I attack zombies, I don't like to move.
Yeah,
and apparently that's fucking key to success.
Yeah, you gotta move out of their way. You can't stand and fight them.
I had a melee weapon.
Yeah, you gotta run in and like hit them and then back up.
It's too realistic, man.
Or get them blocked on something.
Yeah, that works too.
Punch them through a hole in the wall.
Yeah. I tried that. They got me. When we went into that house, there was one stuck behind the wall.
Yeah.
I was in front of the wall hitting it with my hammer, and you're like, dude, get out of there! I was like, oh, crap. I'm almost dead. What are you going to do? But I could do that series, I guess, if you wanted to.
Well, I was thinking you should do a series that you want to do. Something that you're, like, passionate about doing.
Like, I don't want to do a series. Something I'm passionate about. Video games I don't think makes that list. I like games, and I've played them more, especially recently, but like not one suggestion on YouTube is about a video game for me.
Not one suggestion.
Not a single one. My YouTube suggested videos you may like.
Yeah.
It's all about nerd stuff. Not a single one of them references Overwatch or Factorio, and those are the two games I play the most.
Okay.
No, I'm passionate about stuff like science and odd questions. I had a weird question pop into my mind the other day.
What's that?
So what if when you cried, instead of tears, it was just beans? Like, what kind of world would that be?
That's a dumb question.
I know it's a dumb question, but it still happened. It popped into my head. And say it was a good question. But it was an odd question.
It is an odd question, I'll give you that.
Nothing. It would be like super uncomfortable to cry. Like even more so. I love that kind of stuff. I like space.
I love all that stuff too.
Speaking of space, my dad came into my room last night and he was like, dude, you gotta come outside right now. So I went out there and a fucking comet was in the sky. North over Oregon. Like you could see the tail. It had to be like 1,000 miles long.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. But I love that stuff. I spend almost every night looking at the stars. At least for a little while, you know.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I saw a comet.
Your parents do have a good place for that.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. So there's no people out there. No light pollution. You can't see the stars to the south very well because that's where the interstate is and all the towns are along the interstate.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But you can see like the north and the west and the east really well. Like I've been finding Jupiter and Saturn lately. Excuse me, and Scorpio and Big Dipper and Draco and that comet, which was super duper cool. I've never seen a comet before.
That's cool.
It was very cool, yeah. Interesting. But that's the kind of stuff that I like.
Yeah. You can make a video about that?
About space.
Yeah.
Just be a video, a hand cam of me like it's standing in the backyard. Like, look at this star, man.
I don't know.
My name is Cody Bradford, and I'm about to tell you how fucking cool space is.
I don't know much about how to make those kind of videos.
Me either. Me either. I assume it involves some copyrights. Those are proprietary images.
Not all.
Not all.
Some images are just stock images, and information is not copyrighted.
Thought information was patented.
No, like just information about space and the stars and science. That stuff's not copyrighted.
I don't even know what I'm thinking of right now.
I don't know either.
But yeah, so that's true. I guess. I wonder how good my hand cam is at picking up stars. I don't know. I'm not really going anywhere with it. I just find it incredibly interesting.
I mean, that's
like, why
Yeah.
does gravity affect time and none of the other forces do? I was thinking about that today.
Other forces affect time. Speed affects time.
Does speed affect time?
Mm-hmm. As you go faster, you experience time slower.
Oh, yeah, but that's like... Yeah, so time dilation through speed. As you approach the speed of light, that's true.
Well, no, you don't have to approach the speed of light. That's just where it gets
Noticeable.
like, really noticeable. But like they've done experiments with just shuttles flying in orbit around Earth, just really quickly.
They have to recalibrate their clocks.
They're being microseconds, you know, behind.
But I think that's because of gravity, though.
I think it's because of the speed. Because they're experiencing Earth's gravity. Like they're orbiting around Earth's gravity well, you know?
Yeah, but it's way less intense. Like the International Space Station, things float, but there's still gravity. That's what tethers it to Earth.
Yeah.
And the moon.
It's speed time dilation.
Sure. You know, from the point of view of a photon, after it gets emitted from the sun, it arrives at its destination instantaneously from its point of view because it moves at the speed of light. It's light. Light's a weird one, though. It's a particle and a wave. It's one of those weird things, like electrons.
One of those weird things.
There's only a couple of things that do that, apparently. I don't know. You ever heard of the double slit experiment?
No.
Really? It's a fairly famous experiment. They fired electrons through a plate, and the plate had 2 slits in it. Excuse me. And then there was an electron detector behind it. And they fire one, and they expect it to go through one of the slits and hit the detector, and then the detector shows you where it hit. Well, what happened was they fired electrons through this thing, and the detector showed a wave interference pattern because it was going through both slits at the same time. So it was a wave until the detector picked it up, and then it was a particle. So what they drew from that was that an electron is it's not so much a particle, it's more of a cloud that surrounds an atom. And in that cloud, it could be anywhere in that cloud, but it's all about probabilities. Like nothing's definite because of the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. It says you can know where something is or how fast it's going or where it's going, but you can't know both because the act of measuring it changes the outcome. It's super weird. But I love that kind of shit. It's stuff that will never serve me, ever. It's useless information for me. But I love it. About it. Science. I like weird questions. I think I like particle physics and astrophysics the most. And chemistry is pretty fun. I'm bad at math, so engineering's out. But most of the STEM courses is really what I pay attention to the most.
Heard.
And, like, medical science. I think medical science is really fun. But, yeah, video games doesn't even crack that list. That's just something I do when I'm bored.
Heard.
But I do enjoy playing with you and everybody. Like, mostly I'm just hanging out with you guys and we're playing a game. The games just happen to be there. I say all this is recently. Because back before, like, I would play video games like every night just to kind of unwind from my day.
Yeah.
And then when I got hurt, like, I did nothing but play video games for weeks. For a long time. And then, I don't know. Maybe I burned myself out on them. I just need to stay away from them for a little while. Kind of get back into them. Because, like, you're done playing Overwatch, basically.
Just taking a little break from Overwatch, you know?
Yeah.
Just take a little couple week break.
I get it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe I need to do something like that. Just take a break from video games for a little while. That way I can properly enjoy them. Yeah. But Overwatch is supremely repetitive.
It is.
And I care about my SR so much. I shouldn't.
It has its issues.
It's got its issues. Zach got into Plat last night.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Good for Zach.
He's pretty excited about it. In the open queue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were fairly excited. And then we started getting wrecked, so we stopped.
That'll happen.
That'll happen. But I think that's with any online competitive game.
Yeah.
You get to a new rank, you know, and it's like you just get destroyed right out of the gate.
I don't know. Competitive games were never really my favorite games.
Really?
I always liked more co-op games.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It's just always been the games I enjoyed more.
Co-op games.
You know,
you like sandbox
my
games.
favorite games are
strategy.
Strategy games, Factorio.
Yeah. Factorio's fun.
Factorio is fun. I'd like to do a Factorio playthrough. I think that would be cool.
Yeah. I can't. I have so many issues right now with Factorio. It's because I don't plan ahead very well.
Planning ahead is a big part of Factorio.
It's a big one. I don't have that ability.
Once you get into the late game, you could have really screwed yourself in the early game.
I'm in mid game right now. Like I just started making plastics and red chips and stuff. Excuse me. And I've got a plastic factory set up, but I don't have it set up very well.
Yeah.
And there's freaking cliffs all over my map. And you have to make cliff explosives to get rid of them. And which means you need regular explosives, which means you need oil, which means you need sulfur, which all this stuff.
Yeah. There's steps.
Coal. Yeah.
Satisfactory is nice in that like your early game builds won't mess you up as much, like from poor planning. Because it's 3D and you can build up.
Oh yeah.
So you don't have to change your first space. You can literally just build another floor on top of it and start building your new stuff.
That would be cool. Like, I would be okay with that. Then each level of your factory would produce something different. Excuse me. Throat's getting a little dry. It's like itchy between my fingers. That's the worst of it right now. So that would be nice. Factorio is... It's handy because you can use the ghost.
I think I do still
placements.
like Factorio better than Satisfactory.
Mm-hmm.
But Satisfactory does have some good points about it.
The 3D building is nice.
3D building is nice, but it is a little more difficult because it's first person in your guy.
Yeah.
Instead of the big overtop view like you get in Factorio.
Yeah, you get a bird's
makes
eye.
it much easier to place stuff correctly and position them right with the correct spacing.
It's true.
It is much more difficult in Satisfactory to do it.
It's going to be more like arc building.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy about arc building.
And the machines are fucking big
Yeah.
in Satisfactory too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll buy it. And give it a shot. We can give it a run through real quick and then decide if we want to make a video about it. Might be able to do something like that. But
I mean, I've already played through a little bit.
oh, yeah, you already have it. I turned on Europa the other day, too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, Europa.
I might start a long con. I think I'm going to be the Chinese at first.
The Ming.
The Ming. Anyways, neither here nor there. I don't want to waste up too much time talking about video games since apparently Michael hates it.
Well, Mike would probably be happy to talk about Europa.
Is he a Europa player?
Yeah, Michael plays Europa.
Oh.
So he'd probably be all about it. We could talk for a whole podcast about Europa. He'd probably listen.
I wouldn't be able to.
Maybe after you play it. Maybe that could be the series that we do. We do your Learning Europa series.
Yearning. I just watched your videos you put out, like 10 years ago?
Oh, yeah, on my
playing Europa
channel.
4 when it came out. Yeah, on your personal channel. I did watch those, but I didn't play Europa.
Yeah, you didn't play Europa at the time.
I was like, man, this is a lot of information I just don't need. Like at all. But I watched them. I did it for the views. And I watched it all the way to the end because I know how the algorithms work. Excuse me. But
I would suggest for your first playthrough to play a relatively powerful nation in Europe.
European nation? Yeah. Relatively powerful?
Yeah, like France or Austria,
Britain,
England, Spain. Like, just to learn the game.
Don't start out as the Cherokee, then.
Yeah, don't start out as like the Cherokee, because
it's going to go bad for you.
Yeah. Learn the mechanics of the game first.
I'm going to be the Incas, man.
Joe. Oh, we got Joe to play Europa with us.
Oh, okay.
With me and Michael and them. But he refused to play strong nations because he's Joe. Like, that's how he does stuff. He always wanted to play like these little minor nations.
Hashtag buff the Mayans.
And then he would either get destroyed or he'd have a really boring game because he couldn't do anything because he wasn't strong enough.
Sure.
And he didn't know how to get stronger incrementally.
Yeah. Well, you said that when you were playing the other day when you started. a not so powerful nation, that the whole beginning of the game is really slow.
Yeah, for them it was going to be really slow.
Understood.
So yeah, for the first playthrough, for your learning playthrough that we do, I would suggest we play something in Europe relatively powerful.
Is it cooperative or is it single player?
No, you can play multiplayer.
Can you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can even play as the same country as another person. Like you guys can just control the country together.
That's cool. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a shot. I have it now, since you're cool. You gave it to me.
To be fair, it was on sale for like 90% off during the summer sale. I was like, I don't want to lose money.
I'll buy 30 of them. And gift them out. At 40%.
You, however, do not have the like 16 expansion packs that there are to EU for.
Nope, I sure don't.
But I do. And when we play a multiplayer game, you'll get to use all of my expansion packs.
Oh, that's cool.
If I host the game, it has all of my expansions that I
Like
have.
Fantasy Grounds, how if one person buys the book, then everybody can use it?
Yeah, like if the DM owns the books, then everybody can use the books.
Rad.
And it's like that. Whoever hosts the game, you get all of their expansions they have
Okay.
on it. Yeah. Paradox does go crazy with the expansion packs for their games.
What was that other one? Total War. They had like a bunch of different expansions.
Yeah. Well, Total War's expansions are usually just unlock or releasing either new races or just new leaders for different races.
Sure. Barbarian expansion was pretty popular.
Oh yeah, well that was one of the older games. And yeah, that was like a whole different game.
Weird. You know what a divide between us is you're more of a PC Master Race kind of guy?
I do like PC games a lot.
You do.
I play those much more than I do the Xbox.
You do, and I play like almost exclusively Xbox games.
Yeah. Well, I used to.
It's because I don't see a computer and think computer games. I don't think of games on my computer. It's weird. I see an Xbox. To you, I mean, that's a Netflix machine.
I do watch Netflix on my Xbox far more than I play video games on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like PC better.
I know.
I like mouse and keyboard.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
And for most games, mods. Because you can't get them on the Xbox.
Oh, yeah, mods. Mods are pretty sweet. Because they don't break the game. They just make it.
Some of them break the game.
Depends
on the mod you get.
Yeah. You know what I mean, though. Like, for the games we play, at least.
You can get mods for Skyrim that add, like, machine guns into it.
Yep, that's
just
pretty
mow
game
people
breaking.
down.
This dungeon is mine. Now, what I mean is, like, stuff in Factorio, like Long Reach.
Oh, yeah. You can
where it should have just been part of the game.
Those are, like, quality of life mods. They just make the game a little nicer to play.
For sure. Dude. But anyways, yeah, mods. They can be great. And I liked using mods in Factorio, especially because I was using the quality of life mods.
Yeah, just good quality of life mods, like Long Reach.
And the Ark.
Oh, yeah, and Ark ones, too, because that's a rough game in vanilla.
Yeah, man, it's so tedious. Like, some of that needed to be automated. It's like, it's pointless to make your character go and do all that, like, farming.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, I guess, guys, we'll end it here.
45 minutes?
Let us know. You like to play your games on consoles or PCs?
Or, and I stress or, mobile. I recently started playing League of Legends, or not, League Mobile Legends. I've been playing it for about a week. And it's actually pretty fun.
Mobile games. So forgettable you can't even remember their names.
Man, it's crazy. You know, I do remember one, though. Raid Shadow Legends. They're not even paying us for the plug, guys.
So, if you liked it, hit that like button. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yep, do all those things.
Do whatever you do on Spotify to get notified.
I actually don't know.
I don't know either.
I have a playlist called On Radar, on my radar or something like that. And basically it looks at all of the bands that I listen to, and if they release something new or if they do a feature with somebody else, it's like, hey, check this out.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.